I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Hello, Copers. Welcome back to K-pop News, where you get the hottest, most accurate, and of course, the most surprising updates from the K-pop world. Today we're going to discuss one of the most exciting news stories coming from the world of BTS, specifically from one of its members known for his artistic flair, charming personality, and iconic baritone voice, Kim Taehyung, also known as V. This news comes straight from within the industry, not from fan speculation, nor just whispers from online communities. HYBE, the giant agency that houses BTS, has just made Taehyung an exclusive offer. It's no ordinary offer. It's a cross-continental collaboration project involving a top artist from the United States. A big name, an international reputation, and of course, huge potential to rock the global charts. But wait, what makes this offer so important? Why was Taehyung chosen? And who exactly is this mysterious figure from America? We'll cover it all here. Kim Taehyung is no ordinary K-pop idol. Since the beginning of his career with BTS, he has been known as a unique member, full of surprises and possessing a strong artistic instinct. From his eccentric yet elegant fashion sense, to his affinity for classic film photography, to his soulful and retro musical style, it's no wonder HYBE sees Taehyung as a premium asset worthy of a global-scale project. Some time ago, Taehyung successfully released his solo album Layover, which showcased a different side of himself, more mature, calm, and full of emotion. His songs even managed to enter various global charts, from Billboard to iTunes Global. This has fueled the international market's growing interest in V, not just as a member of BTS, but as a solo artist with his own unique style. 2025 marks a pivotal year in HYBE's expansion strategy. With several global projects already underway, they appear to be looking to increase the intensity of cross-border collaborations. And this time, HYBE is taking a bold step by designing a project that will involve one of the biggest musicians in the American music industry, someone with a vast fan base and globally recognized musical quality. Internal reports suggest that this project is collaborative and artistic, not just a simple duet. HYBE appears to want to build a narrative, visual concept, and musicality that can unite two cultures, K-pop and Western pop, in one masterpiece. And Taehyung is considered the ideal figure to spearhead it.
Why?
Because Taehyung is not only a singer, but also a multidisciplinary artist who understands music, visuals, and storytelling. He can blend various genres, from jazz and R&B to indie pop. In fact, in several previous interviews, V has expressed his desire to collaborate with musicians from outside Korea. Is this the moment he's been waiting for? This is the part that has fans even more curious. So far, HYBE has not officially announced the name of this big American artist. However, rumors have suggested some quite surprising names. From SZA, known for her emotional and unique voice like Taehyung, to The Weeknd, a global R&B musician who has collaborated with K-pop artists before. Some have also mentioned Billie Eilish as a strong candidate, given that her musical nuances and artistic style could match V's mysterious aura. Whatever the final outcome, one thing is certain: this is no small project. It's a massive one. Armies have naturally welcomed this news with enthusiasm. Many are calling this a historic step in Taehyung's solo career, which has been filled with numerous achievements but has yet to involve many in-depth international collaborations. Hashtags like #TaehyungGlobalProject, #VXUSAArtist, and #TaehyungHYBE collab have begun to appear on platforms like X, Twitter, and TikTok. Meanwhile, international music media is also taking notice of this movement. Several American music journalists have called this project the next big thing in East-West music collaboration, which could pave the way for more collaborations between Korean and Western artists with an artistic, rather than purely commercial, approach. Meanwhile, if this project actually happens and is released this year or early next, the world will see Taehyung at his best, as a global artist bridging two major cultures. Not just singing a song, but conveying a story, emotion, and artistic vision through a powerful and authentic collaboration. It's not impossible that this song will come with a cinematic visual concept, a music video inspired by a classic film, or even an exclusive launch at an international awards show. Because when we're talking about BTS's V and HYBE, we're talking about the highest standards in the entertainment industry. But wait, as this news develops, a much bigger question arises than just who Taehyung's collaboration partner is. The question now is, what exactly is HYBE's master plan behind this offer? Because if it were just a duet, an agency of HYBE's stature wouldn't need to bother putting together a strategic proposal for months. But in reality, this project had been in the works long before Taehyung released Layover. According to an inside source, it began in mid-2024, when Taehyung began to attract attention from the Western music market through his performances at Paris Fashion Week and solo appearances at several exclusive events. In other words, this wasn't a spur-of-the-moment project. It was part of HYBE's grand master plan to rechart their solo artists' paths to the global stage. And Taehyung was their main proponent. If we look at HYBE's movement patterns over the past 2 years, it's clear that they're no longer simply looking to position their artists on the charts. They want to create symbols, artistic figures, cultural influencers. And Taehyung, with his vintage style, strong artistic vision, and unconventional visual appeal, is the complete package. HYBE knows that the Western industry isn't just looking for a great voice. They're looking for a story, personality, originality. And while many K-pop artists are trying to fit in with Western trends, Taehyung is different. He brings a new nuance that intrigues the American public. That's why this collaboration is said to highlight a side of Taehyung that's never been shown before, a dark, emotional, and narrative-driven side. It's possible that this collaborative song will be structured around social, existential, or even melancholic themes, a style that perfectly suits V's character. Recent information suggests that this project will not only be a song, but also a visual project, a kind of short film or music series, where Taehyung and his American partner will be part of a powerful cinematic narrative. Imagine it like Black Swan, but with Taehyung's emotional realism. HYBE has even reportedly lined up an international film director to handle the visual aspects of this project, and this could be the first time a K-pop idol has actively participated in creative directing for a cross-cultural project on a film festival-level basis. This project likely won't be released like other mainstream K-pop releases. It's possible that it will be released on a global streaming platform like Netflix, Disney+, or Apple Music Video and promoted through non-traditional channels, something that has traditionally only been done by world-class artists. Interestingly, Taehyung hasn't said anything explicitly about this news. But as usual, V's silence doesn't mean nothing is happening. Recently, fans have noticed a change in activity on his personal Instagram account. He started posting visuals with a more cinematic tone, more abstract captions, and a much more introspective vibe. Some even call Taehyung's posting style a teaser for something bigger. Furthermore, he was recently spotted leaving the HYBE recording studio at night with a foreign producer who has never been involved with a BTS project before. Is this just a coincidence? Of course not. ARMY knows. Nothing is a coincidence in the world of BTS. If this collaboration actually materializes and is released soon, then we won't just be witnessing a musical masterpiece, but a cultural event. Taehyung, long known for his mysterious and artistic aura, will finally step out of his comfort zone and join the international music scene without abandoning his identity as a Korean artist. This could be the beginning of a new era, one where K-pop idols become not just Asian stars, but global artistic icons. And if there's one person who can lead that shift, it's undoubtedly Kim Taehyung. One thing is certain, this project isn't just about a song. It's about influence. It's about vision. It's about someone quietly ascending, not just as a musician, but as a global cultural icon.